Welcome to Chart Monkeys, the official CyberKong's weekly show. We're live right now over on twitch.tv/Chart Monkeys. We're live on YouTube at Chart Monkeys. We're live on X at Chart Monkeys. And by the way, go follow us at CyberKong's over on X too. Man, I know Henry's been like, I was going to say heads down, like doing his thing, DEATHSTR, all DEATHSTR all the time right now, but he's not heads down always with that. I've never seen you more like out there, dude, in front of people on spaces. Like never in 5 years of CyberKongs have I seen you put in like the work you're doing right now. Fucking GG's, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah. I've been making an effort, of course, right? Like to get out there and do that. It's yeah. Hey, I guess I got respect for the guys that's what they do all day. I don't want to say I hate it because I do land on spaces that I like. But like I often cruise spaces and I hate every second of it. You know what I mean? Like I'll go through and I'll listen for 5-10 minutes and I'm like, nope, don't want to be here. Go to the next one. Nope, don't want to be here. And then like I'll find one where I'm like, okay, I like it here. Like they're talking about some good stuff where I kind of feel like a lot. Dude, you know, like I started yesterday, I was cruising looking for spaces and then I just started my own. I was like, I just seriously can't take what half of this shit is. So yeah, been getting out there.
Well, you said it perfect on a spaces. I think last week, and you're like, I could get knocked unconscious for 24 hours, come back and know exactly where we're at, know what we're talking about, everything. Cause they're all very samey. No offense to anybody, but they're all very samey. So you can go to the spaces in the morning and then you go an hour later or 5 hours later and it's the same topics and same vibe and same energy and all that. And it's fine. Like it's great to have some fucking fun with this thing for sure. But I feel you on that. You've started with Sammy, like at this point, like 2 months in, you do this like, Monday space. You do a space every Monday. It's the best NFT space out there now. And it already was, but now it's like people are showing up, people sucking that dick, people like all over the Kongs right now, which is awesome. But that's the best spaces out there right now.
It's kind of funny because it's grown. Like this one, I think was our biggest one yet. It's not recorded. It's super casual, right? Like the idea is like, don't raise your hand, you know, talk some shit, get outside of the cock glazing scene, because that is again, I'm trying, you know how I've gone through my like evolutions of hating something and then maybe recognizing that like not everybody is like me, which is obviously a great thing, but I should be fine with just everybody being fine with spending their work days, because most of these people, it's like the middle of their work day, sitting in spaces doing nothing other than hanging out. And the thing is, I should be fine with that. It shouldn't hurt my feelings. It shouldn't make me think less of those people. But for some reason, dude, it bugs the fuck out of me. It's like there's something about it, because I kind of want to shake everybody and be like, what the fuck are you doing? Like the thing that you're doing that you think you're supposed to be doing, that you think that's what this is not. It's like, dude, it's like setting up a fucking picnic in the middle of the casino. That's what it is to me. Everybody's on the slots. These people are playing craps. They're playing Texas Hold'em. And then there's this group of people that just show up every day and they're spreading out their picnic blanket and they're just vibing.
Do you want to like shake them and be like, do something? Like yes. Do something. Like this space would be better if people were not just like vibing, waiting for other people to do the thing. Do the fucking thing. And you have more tools than ever that you could actually do something.
Yes.
Part of it is that we just enjoy the company with each other. And there's actually, I mean, to be fair, do you have anybody in your life that you could relate to with this shit? Like, you love this stuff. I love this stuff. There's not a single person IRL, besides you, but right, different, that I could talk about this stuff with. And this is all I want to talk about. So to be fair, there's probably a bit of that.
There's a little bit of that for sure. And that's why I'm like, you know, yes, I acknowledge there's a little bit of that. I'm not saying we're better than everybody else in Kongs and that we have it figured out, but I'll just use it as an example. I look at it like all day long, people are grinding in Kongs. There's a little chat that goes on, but it's looking for the next whitelist, or it's talking about the last whitelist and where it's running to and what's coming up. And there's that grind going. And then usually at the end of the day, we all get together, we talk about it for a little bit, and then we talk about life. Whereas what I'm just consistently seeing in the middle of the day when shit's happening is the picnic, is the blanket being rolled out and the picnic happening. And it would be maybe a little different to me if I thought that like when they weren't at the picnic, that they were doing the thing that I'm talking about, grinding, looking for the thing. But I don't think that's what's happening. I think that they think the thing that they're doing is what they're supposed to be doing, because at its core, most of what's out there is this fog of ideas where people think like, yeah, but guys, we're this close. We're this close to breaking through the veil of Web 3 to Web 2. And then when those Web 2 people come in, this is what they want. By the way, when the Web 2 people come in, what they want and the reason that they'll probably come in is for the casino. They want to come into the MGM. They want to come into the Bellagio, and they want to feel like they got a little bit of an advantage. Otherwise, they can keep day trading their stocks, or they could keep trading majors on platforms like Coinbase or Binance. But the idea that like we're building a community and this community is rooted in the IP, and when the normies see that, man, they're going to want to be on this fucking blanket too, vibing with all of us, where like if a normie came in and that's what they saw, I think they'd kind of be like a little underwhelmed, and they'd be thinking, what the fuck are you all doing?
I don't think we realize how culty we sound and how like off-putting it might be to like a normie. Maybe I don't know. Dude, I want to show you the market because I know you haven't been able to stay super plugged in. I think you haven't been able to stay plugged in, and
a little bit.
Fuck, man.
Well, a little plugged in. I've been degenning a little bit more, but yeah, please. I want to know.
I almost want to say the thing that you shouldn't say.
Oh,
makes me want to say it, especially. But
we're back.
Dude, come on. Okay, like I don't think we're back, but I also don't know that we're not back. And I swear to God, I mean that. I swear to God, I mean it. Like the 4-year cycle, people won, but also maybe not all the way. I'm not convinced that we have like a 12, 18-month bear market. I'm not convinced about anything. I am very sure it has been different for a while. If that's true, then I think this bear market's different too. I think there's a lot of weird stuff happening, and there's a lot of catalysts out there, good and bad. And I'm not so sure. I would not bet that we couldn't be back at any moment. I'll just say that. After we dumped so hard over the past, week or two, and it's not been great. We got as low as Bitcoin 62K. I don't even know the exact reason why, other than cycle, right? Well, like right to that point, like I don't know any other reason other than that. But what the fuck ever? We bounced back today all of a sudden, dude. And I don't exactly know why. ETH is back over 2K. Got as low as, did we touch 1,700? Does anybody in chat know, or do you know 17?
I don't remember touching 17. And if it happened, I'm hoping it was very quick.
Okay. So we'll say 18. Bitcoin as low as 62K. I was shocked to see prices just before we went live. And I'll even refresh and see where we're at now. But like all of a sudden, a lot of green right now. Bitcoin's up over 6% to just over 68K. ETH is up almost 11% in the past 24 hours over 2K. Love it. Ripple 145, BNB 626, Solana 87. Like, dude, Solana's up 12%. I don't know what happened since last night. We had the State of the Union. I don't know. I would, if anybody in chat has any idea why, what the fuck is going on, all ears. But and by the way, I'll take it. There is one thing, and I'm curious if you saw this. Tyler mentions it right at the top. He's saying Bitcoin bottom signals, right? Jane Street. I'm going to mention that. Are you familiar with the Jane Street thing?
Nope.
Okay, I'll show you a little bit about that. But MicroStrategy, these are bottom signals. MicroStrategy, the most shorted stock. Record time spent in extreme fear, and we did hit a new record. I think just this week, like the farthest we've fallen in the fear greed index. We're basically at 2018 levels, like sentiment wise. Like I for a while said we're not there. We're basically there. Jason victory lapping his AI pivot call. 23 months since all-time high break. Hang on, since all-time high break. What does he mean? Since the last all-time high. Okay, okay. The bottom is always historically 23 months after the previous low. I think that's it. I saw it today, and I'm probably being retarded with it, but there's something to that. Anyway, the Jane Street thing is really fucking interesting. This has to do with Terra Luna last cycle. I'll give the the lightest like TLDR. Long story short, insider trading. You had somebody, Jane Street, who they're not a market maker. I don't even know exactly what they are, but big time, let's just say trader, investor, kind of whatever. with Terra Luna last cycle, they were pulling out their tokens out of an LP. Jane Street knew they were doing that. And once those tokens were pulled out, they also pulled out like tens of millions of dollars worth of tokens purposefully to depeg the coin. That's the accusation that's going on here. While there's these bankruptcy proceedings and they're like, Jane Street, you did it. You're the culprit. You're the cause of all this stuff. Jane Street might be the very people that have been manipulating this market. We've thought it's Binance. We've thought it might be China. There's like all these, well, we think it might be that. Somebody's manipulating the market, though. It might be Jane Street because when this came out yesterday, all of a sudden it stopped. And that to me, I think is the biggest news today. This 10 a.m. dump that we seem to hit every single day didn't happen today after their name came up and after they're under the microscope.
Does this have anything at all to do with like Zach XBT stuff or completely unrelated?
I think unrelated, but that's also spicy coming up too. That's also spicy. So Zach XBT said he's got a big expose coming out tomorrow, actually, on one of the most profitable crypto, companies, and we're assuming it's Meteora, or I don't think it's Coinbase,
Jupiter.
but maybe, right? Yeah. It's not that unrelated, but if we killed the biggest manipulator here, I can kind of get why it's game on right now. Because something's been going on.
In my completely unintelligent opinion, which is, not about doing any sort of technical analysis, I've just thought like when they want it to go back up, it'll go back up. How they have it go back up and what they stop manipulating, I'm not totally sure. But yeah, if the manipulation stops a little bit, it'd be fantastic. I would love to see us heading back into a bull. Also, like majors aside, we've been seeing some NFTs start to cook a little bit more. We're seeing a little bit more energy coming in. I think these are all like really positive things. I mean, right now it's kind of, I don't want to say low bob as if the projects suck, but I mean, like, we're not talking people making, fistfuls of money off a project unless you're minting like Sammy. But but yeah, it's nice to see some life kind of coming back in.
Dude, it is awesome. It really is. Zero Hedge apparently has been calling out Jane Street for years. I've never seen it before, but apparently. So this is definitely one of those like where there's smoke, there's fire thing. Maybe. I hope, because it's felt manipulated. So I fucking hope, dude. Would be nice if we can get back to, you know what? Don't even have a target. Would just be nice to see green for a while and get some like hopium back in the space. So
when I saw like 64K Bitcoin the other day, I was thinking like, dude, it was literally, was it August, September, October? I forgot the exact month when we hit the 123, 124 range. And I'm like, man, it's crazy that we fell that much in that short amount of time.
Yeah. October 4th or 6th was all-time high. And then 1010 crushed us.
Oh,
and it's been just brutal ever since. October 6th was the peak. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
1010. I forget about that sometimes.
We still don't know. Well, we know, but also like, yeah, something changed then. And again, it was China. I was hearing lots of China from Marty Party mostly, but like, and Binance and shit. But like Jane Street might be a big cause of this stuff, which we'll see. Just we'll see. But
what were they dumping? Was it like primarily BTC?
So they don't even have receipts yet. People are just saying it's Bitcoin. But, and again, people are saying in there, I've seen screenshots. I've seen people saying it. I just assumed it's just people making shit up. But also every day. So there's our 10 a.m. dump. Every day it's like, there's the dump. And I could pull up a better chart and we could probably see it.
It's so funny. This entire time, we just thought it was the paper-handed East Coasters.
Right.
Like this entire time, now that you say that, we always know morning dump, it's the East Coast. These fucking Jane Street the whole time.
And people are pissed. If it's real, people are pissed. And it's people with like reputations names saying, I know it's them. And I'm pissed because I think maybe D Farmer tweeted this out. Like, and if it wasn't him, sorry, it's somebody else. But it was like, I know people who took their own lives because of how this market has been over the past few years. And they're like, and if it's because of manipulation like this, fuck these guys, fuck them so fucking hard. Like, and I get it. If it's manipulated, if it's all just bullshit and these fucking greedy motherfuckers, I get it. Get them out. Put them in jail, whatever. Like, let's clean this shit up as best we can, if we ever can. But let's do it. Clarity Act will help. It will. So,
okay, this is good info.
Yeah, let's see, man. Fingers crossed.
You heard it here third. Okay, wasn't first or second, but you heard Jane Street third. Chart monkeys. That's why you're showing up,
dude. Okay, awesome week yet again for CyberKongs. Thank you for DEATHSTR. It's been like the most fun thing easily this year. It's been so fucking fun to hang in the community. The energy there is incredible. People are memeing it feels like 21 NFTs. It does. It does. The energy in Wall Street Kongs is exactly like it was last bull market. And it's great because you got a token that people are winning trading the token. They're winning getting NFTs and flipping NFTs or getting into collections at that 20% discount, which is awesome. And now, like across the board, people are admitting like I was wrong. I'm sorry, and people are like, I'm sorry, apologizing. Like you guys are getting they're chumming the waters. That's what they're doing. You're getting what's owed to you in a way. And I like how you're taking the chum and you're like biting. You're in attack mode still.
Yeah, very much. Yeah, dude, it's been wild. Like we were kind of up only there. I'm about to buy the next doodle here, so maybe I get lucky and get that one. I did get a little pudgy yesterday. I was happy about that.
Nice.
I did the nice thing and I didn't dump it into bids. I actually put it on the floor. It sold. Yeah, dude, this thing, it works. And I love, dude, nothing makes me happier than to see, like, first off, the community winning and the community happy and new people taking a look at Kongs, which like you should be. If you're here to not just sit on the picnic blanket and you're here to like work for your bags and find opportunities, I'm convinced now more than ever that when I say there's no better place, there are other places, but like around an NFT project, you're not going to do much better than Kongs. And I think we're seeing that. I think baby price is up near like, I don't know, 0.25, 0.3 ETH. And it was down. I remember seeing some ETH at like 0.08 just a few weeks back. So yeah, I'm always happy for the community. I'm happy for the people who had conviction early and got in. I love seeing punksters just melting. Like I love seeing takes from people that are in Punkster. I love seeing Adam taking like little veiled shots at me last night. I love it because it just means like, again, this was supposed to be a bit provocative. Also, like we talked about it before, it's completely irrational to think that like we owe anybody anything, right? Because then everybody owes Vitalik, and I don't see anybody like filling his wallet other than like gas fees to some degree.
So Adam made a comment though, like about Kong's forking his protocol.
Can you pull it up?
Like, yeah, let me find.
So it would have been a reply. Well, he doesn't have many replies, so yeah, it would have been a reply yesterday. He only had a handful, and he was trying to shill his new TokenWorks mint. While you're looking that up, so basically he's launched season 2 for TokenWorks, which is a 1 ETH mint. And while I don't fully understand it, I think the purpose is like you get a soulbound token that you can burn right out of the gate and get like 80% of your money back. But I think the idea is you're just kind of funding the next creative thing that he makes. And if it's successful, maybe you get some payouts like some of the season 1 guys do. But yesterday, I put out a tweet. This was not a dig at TokenWorks, by the way. It wasn't a dig. I was just only pointing out that DEATHSTR in 24 hours did more volume than the entire TokenWorks ecosystem. So that wasn't dogging them. It was just like, hey, this is just a thing. And it makes sense why they're not doing the volume, because unless there's energy into those NFT ecosystems, like, those things will work when the bull market comes. Yeah. Like, absolutely. There's no part of me that's like, this is a failed experiment. Those work when there's a bull and floor prices are running, and it fuels the FOMO into the token. DEATHSTR works then too, by the way. But it works all the time. It does not care what the market's doing. It is fueled. It's fueled by the speculation of the token, and that can happen bull or bear. And then again, it doesn't care what it does with the NFT. It's just there to create liquidity for the chart. So in response to that, he basically, keep in mind, Adam came out originally and was sort of like, I don't want to say supportive, but he's like, I like seeing people innovate, etc. And then yesterday he's like, you should mint some of the season 2, TokenWorks NFTs, so you can help create the next idea and fork that one too. And you want to know what, Adam? You're damn right we will. If you come up with the next great idea, and bro, I hope you do, not just for your ecosystem, but for the opportunity for other people to build. No different than the Kongs did with some of the cool shit that we've done in Web3. You see other people that are taking it, they're twisting it. That shouldn't make you feel bad. That should make you feel like you did something that put your stamp in this space, and then other people took that idea and they twisted it a little bit. You don't need to get upset over it. That's part of it. It's just part of it.
Should energize you, dude, right? Isn't that what we want, is people to innovate, do something cool? Somebody, like you said, take it the next step further. And then it's like this, back and forth and leapfrogging and inspiring each other. And that's how we get this shit to where we want it to be. Like all this interoperable, interconnected, clever ass tokenomics and collecting and good vibes. And it's just put it all together. You get there by doing exactly this. So I fucking love it. I wonder if he was salty with that take. He might not have been, but like,
well,
fucking funny.
I wanted to read it like he wasn't salty with the take, but then the more I was talking it out with other guys, like I'm pretty sure he was salty with the take. And it's weird. Like, the dude had an idea. He made all kinds of fees off Punkster. He made fees off of the other strategy tokens and what they put into Punkster, which he makes fees off of. And then he's launched at least through, when they opened up the strategy tokens, there's at least 125 projects that each paid 1 ETH to launch their strategy tokens. So considering that this stuff came out in like around September, give or take, I think Punkster launched in September-ish, like the dude's raked in hundreds of ETH. I don't get it, bro. Like, oh, you're the only one that gets the ETH. Like, also, you think you created taxed shitcoins? Tax shitcoins have been around since at least 21. That's not your unique idea. You just had a new twist on it. So this idea, like, that you created this entire thing, you created the token work strategy tokens for sure. It was not a unique concept to tax shitcoins. It was a unique concept to use that tax, and instead of just shoving it in your pocket, use that, to buy NFTs that could ultimately bootstrap the flywheel. It's just weird to have any sort of tear coming down, your face while you're seeing somebody else take something you did and being a little bit successful with it out of the gate. And, to any of the Punkster holders out there who are thinking there's a DEATHSTR versus Punkster thing happening, like, make no mistake, I truly believe in Punkster. I got in, a little over 2 mil market cap. I believe Punkster will do good in a bull market, as will other strategy tokens. But like, it doesn't have to be us versus them. It's just, we got our thing. I think people see the efficiency of it, the potential of it. And I think it makes them maybe a little sad that TokenWorks didn't launch it. Because make no mistake, dude, if TokenWorks launched it, this thing would have been right out of the gate. Right out of the gate, probably 15, 25 mil. So,
which one?
Like, if TokenWorks had launched DEATHSTR.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They've got thousands of holders there. I just think there's a little bit of like, I don't know if you want to call it jealousy, whatever it is. I just think there's this narrative being set up that it's DEATHSTR versus TokenWorks. Maybe I played into it a little bit by showing the volume difference. So like, maybe I've got, my contribution to the DEATHSTR versus TokenWorks, narrative, but, yeah, that's not the sole intention, but dude, I'd be happy to fork Adam's next great idea.
Hell yeah, dude, I want to see it, and like, I love them just like you love them both. I want more DEATHSTR. I actually want to mint one of those NFTs. I think that whole thing he's doing, mint the NFT, it's like stake it and you earn like fees that the protocol's making over the course of like a year. I think that's badass too. So it's like everybody can have their contribution to the ecosystem and they can be very similar, inspired, whatever, but they're all fucking great. And he certainly came up with that great ass idea to, of how these strategy things work. And you guys took it to the next level, and I think made it the best one yet. So
yeah,
I like it all.
And you know what? We're gonna keep trying to evolve this thing. I think one of the things that you see is like, as we put projects out there, you want lower priced projects as you get less volume, because at least you're getting more. You're getting more volume through it, or at least more raffle opportunity. Oh, let me check real quick. I just want to see if I'm.
I've never staked.
I'm not in the queue.
Not you. I haven't staked yet. We'll get to this in a minute, but I need to stake.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. But like, one of the things that we're constantly trying to refine is, what collections go in. So that way, there's more raffle opportunities for people. We tweaked the raffle opportunities for the doodle season. down to 30,000 DEATHSTR. And some people, some people love the idea of it being a lower threshold. Some people probably hate the idea. It's just, we're constantly tweaking this. We're talking about, potentially including ERC20 tokens in there to try to go after like ERC20s, maybe other strategy tokens, potentially, maybe Punkster itself. Those are all like things that we're discussing of like what to do, because like the reality is volume out there is just a little bit dry anyway. Liquidity is a bit dry.
Yeah.
So the name of the game is to just kind of keep this thing fueled up and ready to go because dude, I genuinely think when people flood back in, I think this thing has the potential to be a monster.
Yeah, dude, send it. I love that it's a living, breathing thing, and it's literally living, breathing. I mean, throughout the day with the team, yes, but like in the afternoon, evening, when everybody's in Discord and in VC and sharing ideas, and like some cool ideas come out of it. It's just the coolest fucking like collaborative thing between the team and the community. It's just fucking great. Dude, take me through like the updates from this week, because there were a lot. You'd mentioned like even the change in the staking requirement for entering the raffles. That changed this week. I think it was 200K down to what 30K?
Yeah. So initially, way back, a couple weeks back, when we implemented this to kind of stop the bots, it was 5 million as the price market cap, went higher. We reduced it to 1 million. Then we reduced it to 200K last Friday. We saw over the weekend that volume had, started to go down, as it can typically do over the weekend. And we want more people to be involved. Like, to some degree, you dilute large holders because you're bringing more holders in to participate, versus like, okay, there's more people with 30,000 or more tokens than there are of people with 200,000 tokens or 1 million tokens. So we just want to try to tweak it and see, like, we want people that have a 30K bag to be able, 30,000 token bag to be able to win a raffle. So yeah, this week, starting with the doodle season, 30,000 tokens staked, which when I say staked, that means you voted with 30,000 tokens. As long as you have 30,000 tokens in that season committed to the vote, you are in. For every 30,000 tokens, you get one raffle ticket.
Badass.
So we did that. We updated the website to show the locked amount per season, along with the burn rate, which I know we're over 28% right now, which is the highest burn of any strategy token. Those were sort of the major updates. There were still a couple bugs on the back end that had to be worked out, but what just got updated today, if you scroll down on the DEATHSTR site, is you'll be able to scroll all the way down to the recently purchased, and you should be able to see the queue. Right there on those top two. Because if somebody has a bot on their wallet, you may never see the NFT go into the queue. And you're like, whoa, what happened? No NFT got bought, because I never saw it in the marketplace because it happened so quickly. Because somebody using the bot is just interacting directly with the smart contract. So now you can see the queue of the previous ones. From here forward, I don't think we'll be able to show it historically, but from here forward, you'll at least be able to see what wallets were selected in the queue.
That's awesome. I was just peeking if I could see like one address that's on both, and I would assume it's Digital Oil then, but he might even have a few.
No, his is like the OXAEC or something like that.
He didn't hit the past two.
Yeah, he doesn't hit everyone. Like people, like, yeah, he's got a bag, but he's not in every raffle. I check every one, and he's in a bunch, but he's not hitting all of them.
He said like 20-something% of them, maybe
fair,
something like that. And yeah, I mean, for his size bag, 85 million tokens, that makes sense. He's hitting often, but everybody's had a chance. Even people I'll see in Discord say, is this working? Like, I've got X number of tokens I've never hit, and then they end up hitting. Probably like same day even or whatever. It works. The thing works.
Can we address gravity here real quick? I don't see where to vote on the DEATHSTR site. Yeah. So it's at the top. Although this voting period might be closed. Let me see how far. Yeah, this voting period closed about an hour and a half ago, so you wouldn't see it. So you'll have to wait 10 and a half hours. And in 10 and a half hours, when we target Nakamigos again, it will bring up, you'll see it right on there. There'll be the 5 projects listed. And then there'll be a little button next to it that says confirm vote. So yeah, you can't see it now, Gravity, but you will be able to see it in there. There's a 24-hour voting period, and then there's a 12-hour cooldown period. So in that 12-hour cooldown period, you don't see the vote, but also you can withdraw your tokens. Okay, pretty sure you can withdraw your tokens after 24 hours. Let me check here. I get confused on this part.
I love the change though, dude, because like I was saying before, I haven't staked yet because I don't have a ton of tokens now. I sold almost all. Actually, I sold them all. I bought back in because I fucking love this and I believe it. But like, I've got 500, like 10,000 tokens. I didn't want to be locked up because I want to, like, if the time is right, I want to sell. I want to trade. But lowering it to 30 means now I can actually play, as in vote, stake, hit a raffle. And I still got left over to trade too, right? I love it. I think 30K is a cool, sweet spot.
Yeah, I want to say this real quick, just because Worley had said, and I also confirmed, in the cooldown period, you can withdraw your tokens. But if you do that, you are not in for the raffles. As soon as you withdraw your tokens, you are basically pulling your raffle entries.
Explain that cutoff then again, because I wasn't sure about that.
24-hour voting period. Okay. That's when you can commit your tokens and basically like enter into the raffles. Okay. And you get one raffle ticket for every 30,000 tokens. When that vote is over, you can withdraw your tokens. Okay. Like right now, I could claim my tokens. But if you withdraw your tokens during the season, you are out of the raffles. Your tokens have to be committed to the vote as long as they're committed to the current season. Okay. You are in the raffles. As soon as you pull them, you're no longer in the raffle. So what you have to do, best timing, is to pull them, either right at the end of a season or with a couple minutes left in the season, and then recommit it into the next season. Because for a small stack, that's one of your best opportunities to get it recommitted early. Because if there is ETH in the protocol to buy the next project, it won't buy it until there's at least 3 qualified wallets. Well, at the very beginning of the season, you've got people who either aren't paying attention or they haven't committed. It's one of the best times to commit. Yesterday, here's the other thing. Yesterday, a little pudgy was bought with 1 minute left in the current season. So there's probably a lot of people that had withdrew to be ready for the next season, but they wouldn't have been in for the raffle for the little pudgy. So like your most optimized version is to literally leave it in till like the last second, withdraw it, and then put it into the next season. Because if you just leave it in there, right? If you never claim your tokens, you are not committed to the next season. You have to recommit it next season to the vote. Okay. So it is a very active protocol. You know what I mean? Like, this is not like set it and forget it. And there's a lot of people that want it to be like that, set it and forget it. But right now we're really trying to like play to the, if you want to call it the 21 vibes, like, dude, if you have the tokens, you don't lose out. Like, you're not losing anything. But if you want that little bonus of having the raffle entries, you got to pay attention. And yes, you've got to be like, I have people that are like, I can't look at my screen all day, I'm at work. I get it. Well, then be like Digital Oil and create a bot, or be a full-on DJ and look at your phone all day.
Yeah. I like that. I like forcing the vibes that way because it's a game. It's just the rules of a game, and I dig it. I'm gonna ask some questions. You definitely answered them, but I'm retarded. So, like, if I want to get into Nakamigos, is it too late, or do I have 10 hours and 32 minutes to get my token staked to be able to get in those raffles?
Yeah, there is. So right now, in that cooldown period, in that 12-hour cooldown period, there is no voting, right? You are either in the season or you're not. I don't think you can stake right now into the season.
Got it. The second it goes live, that's when it opens up.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then if you don't have any DEATHSTR tokens, but we're targeting Little Pudgies, Doodles, it's a project you want to get in, Nakamigos coming up, you can buy at any point in that season, you can buy token stake and you're in the next raffle.
Yeah, as long as it's in the first 20. The season's 36 hours.
Okay.
But the voting is only open for 24 hours.
Got it.
Okay. Season starts. Season's 36 hours, right? The first 24 hours, so 2/3 of the season, there is a vote for the next season. Okay. You're voting on the project that it will target next. Right now, let's say next season starts, you're on Nakamigos, right? The next 5 projects will come up for you to vote on. When you are voting on those projects, you are entering your raffle for Nakamigos.
For the current season.
Exactly.
Got it. So you're voting on the next season, entering for the first season. After 24 hours, the current season is still going for another 12 hours or whatever.
Correct.
But the voting is closed.
Correct.
If you put your tokens in, then you can't even put your tokens in.
You can't do it after the 24 hours.
That makes sense. You can't even do it. It's not like you have an option, but it's not counting them. You don't have the option to even stake then.
And you can only vote once during a season. So, you have to decide at the beginning, am I putting my full stack in? Am I putting half my stack in? You can't add to your stack. It's you commit. The nice thing about it, though, is this thing changes every 36 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, whatever you didn't do this season, you can do it the next season. It's only a day and a half away.
All right. So I'm going to put 250K. I'm going to put half my stack. I'm going to stake it. I'm going to vote for the first time because I want a Nakamigo. So I'm going to end up staking half and I'll keep half. And I probably am not selling any of it, but I just want the option. But I want a Nakamigo, dude. I don't even want to flip. I think I have one. I think
I got like 5 in the last season. I think I was able to win like 5 times in that. And dude, it's just, again, it's fun. The raffle thing is a bonus to it. Having exposure to the token is obviously like the main thing, but then there's this whole other side of it, which is like the raffle where you can make some money or collect something really cool that you've been wanting. And we're just going to keep working on making this thing better. And I think the one nice thing about like the 30K raffle entry is that like you want whales to be able to exit. Do you know what I mean? You want a threshold where somebody feels like, okay, I can let some of this go because you'd like to have good distribution. You don't want to have it super top heavy with massive holders at the top. So I think what we had at the beginning is this ran to like 6.7 mil. We've had a pullback. We've been kind of ranging in like the 2.9 to 3.3 range, give or take. And again, like if and when this thing picks up outside of like, I don't even want to call it the echo chamber, but I was on a Neo Tokyo Spaces on Monday and, they asked for me to come on and give an explanation. There's still a lot of people that don't know about this. So I still think it's really, really early. It could be wrong. I mean, I'm willing to be wrong on it, but yeah, I think it's early and I think it's going to be really interesting to see, like today I was looking at, there was a new, I think it was normies. There's certain contracts that don't work because you have to be whitelisted for transfers for some reason. Smart contracts have to be whitelisted. So long story short, I do want to see what happens when we target a hyped mint. And we're able to get on it timing wise, like right at the beginning. I just want to see what happens. I'm really curious to see how some of these things could play out.
Yeah, I mean, if this shit keeps going the way it is, just like, kind of the market, NFTs especially, you'll get the chance, which will be badass.
I want to answer this question because we did a post yesterday that was about like exchanges, because obviously like, new token exchanges see it doing well and then they want listings. Yeah, this will never be on a CEX. Never. First off, you would lose all of the tax. Second off, we will never pay for a CEX listing again. And third, the only way they could do it is if they market bot, and that's not the way CEXs work. Like they want you to give them the tokens. They want you to market make. They want all this shit that we will not do. This is literally, when I say like for the people, this is for the people. If you want to play with it, great. If you're a CEX and you want to list it, go buy it off the market like everybody else. But yeah, there won't be a CEX for this.
Yeah, dude, so fucking interesting, the whole thing. You can swap this now on OpenSea. They updated from the old token to the new contract.
Yeah, it works now. OpenSea routes using Relay, and Relay had to get Kyber swap involved. There's a lot of ways that you can trade it now through MetaMask. I'm pretty sure you can trade it through OpenSea. Obviously, you can trade it on the website. You can trade it on Kyber swap. Working on the Uniswap thing still. But at least there's a few more options for people. If they're farming OpenSea, you can buy it through them.
Do you think Uniswap will happen? Like, is that doable?
Yeah, it is doable, but there is still like a complication of because I'm pretty sure with Uniswap, we have to migrate LPs. And then if we migrate the LP, we lose the chart. And so it does get a little bit complicated to be able to buy it directly through Uniswap. It has something to do with the smart contract and some function on it. I'm talking out my ass a little bit, but I do know from us talking about it that Uniswap is a bit harder. And I think if and when we decide that we're going to do it, I think it would have to be with a lot of communication to the holders, because if we lose the chart, that can be ugly.
People feel a kind of way about it, right? Like optics kind of matter, which
because if you did everything to move so you could trade it directly on Uniswap, but then you have a giant red candle or 5 giant red candles, like, but again, like with the right communication, it may be possible.
Yeah. All right, dig it, dude. A ton of NFTs have been sold. I didn't realize Other Side Meta so many, 252.
They're going to come up in the next voting season. Maybe a little alpha here. I'll see if I can share. Because, yeah, dude, we're at like 621 NFTs sold. When I compared that to other strategy tokens, the only one, and I've said this all along, like the one that I think has done the best for the strategy tokens is DEATHSTR, GVCs, right? And they've sold over 900, like almost 1,000 NFTs. But if you look at us, and I'm not dogging their token, like, in fact, those guys have been great. Like, they want to see DEATHSTR pointed at them. But we're talking 2 weeks, like 2 weeks and 2 days. And we've sold 2/3 of what they've sold in months. And we've burned more than anyone else. So it's a really cool metric. The next vote, you know what? Let me just look here real quick. See if we can get a little precursor out here.
Yeah, spill some alpha. Let me see if there were any other DEATHSTR updates. I like Digital Oil playing. I think he's an interesting character. I love the 180 he did with it all too.
Yeah, I got comments on him. Okay, next season we've got other deeds coming again that did really well. Mooncats are going to make an appearance.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah. And you know what? The last one that I'll reveal is Remilio.
Love that.
So there's a couple others on there, but I think giving a few out is kind of fun.
How close did the ladies get to winning that vote?
Well, Digital Oil put his stack towards it, so they got pretty close, but not. I think once, it's funny because once people in the Kong's Discord start to kind of talk about where we get a vote, like Digital Oil has a stack, but there's a lot of people with stacks, and so when you get a handful of people with stacks together, you can outvote Digital Oil. He put his on Milady, but ended up losing out. So not terribly close, to be honest with you.
Yeah, interesting.
In this next season, we'll have lower priced. So I think I think not just Nakamigos, which I think is going to do awesome. I think that's a great collection to be on. But the vote after that, we were making our lists like 3 or 4 seasons in advance, but now we're really taking a look like each season based on volume, what makes the most sense. If we can get the ERC20 tokens in there, which we can. Technically, it is possible. It's just how long does it take for us to do that? That's just another element of fun. If you could have, Pepe, or if you could have Punkster, or if you could have I'm trying to think of like another decent ETH token. I mean, you could in theory have Bitcoin. That would be kind of interesting if you had like wrapped Bitcoin in there.
Yeah. Dude, you're like, I picture those meetings as like the Emperor and Tarkin and like Thrawn all meeting together and like talking, discussing who the DEATHSTR is targeting.
It's fun.
Badass. Yeah,
it's fun. And like the whole thing has been fun. It's been good for the community to get new people in it, new eyes on us. And it's just motivating as hell, man. It's motivating. I feel like there's been no time that we've had in the last handful of years, especially with the SEC stuff, for us to be like really primed to make moves, because I think what we have in Kongs is second to none. And I think it's probably the most important thing you could get in Web3 right now. Like, dude, do you know how nice it is for me to not have to like think that we're trying to build the next animated studio or anything like that? I'm like, oh, dude, I just get to talk about Kongs and who we actually are, and what we actually do. And by the way, don't take my word for it. If you're listening, come in Discord. I will give you a role where you can come into Wall Street Kongs for, it's about a week or two that you'll be able to keep the role. You can see it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. It's literally one of the most active chats in Web3, and you can come in and see the kind of degeneracy that goes on. So feel free to come in there. I'll give you the role. We'll give you a big welcome in there, and and see what it's all about. Also, dude, I love seeing Whirly Girl in there. I love like like
Yeah,
for
yeah.
years she's been like supporting you, supporting your show, supporting our afternoon show,
Mhm.
and to see her in Discord, like I love it.
Dude, it's awesome. There's a handful of people that I've seen from the show that's made their way to CyberCongs. Like finally, Rarebo's one of those people. He's like big into
Oh, you know
Kongs.
Rarebo?
Yeah, Rarebo was like from the show, and I think DEATHSTR was now his first time like his entry into CyberCongs.
I didn't
Um,
know that. I've talked with him
he's
in
cool.
VC, and I really, really like him.
Yeah.
Really like him.
Just good people and just getting it all in one place is just the fucking best. It's really, really great people out there.
Yeah.
Digital Oil, any final anything about him?
Yeah, listen, I think Digital Oil, first off, incredibly smart. Like I will not take away from that person how intelligent he is and how his mind works, and
Mhm.
and every bit of this, from him creating another liquidity pool to, you can call it extracting. It is what it is. Like opportunity, gonna take advantage of it. I think Digital Oil, and dude, one thing I respect about it is he makes no bones about it. He said in the Kongs Discord the other day, I'm not here to buy your bags. I'm here for DEATHSTR. Like, because people are like, oh, when are you gonna buy a baby? When are you gonna buy a gen? And he's kind of like, I don't know much about the ecosystem. I'm not here for that. I'm here for DEATHSTR. Fine, like totally fine. And what Digital Oil, I think, is looking for is what is best for Digital Oil. What's best for Digital Oil is, to some degree, I don't want to say what's best for Digital Oil is what's best for the token. They're sort of like two sides of the same coin, right? Digital Oil has a bag. It would be good for him to see DEATHSTR doing well. And also, he's not stupid. He knows he can't just exit that. He could one clip, he could three clip. He knows he's never going to get out of that the value that he could of this thing actually getting volume, and being able to exit in a way where it's most profitable for him. So, some of the things that he suggested, I'm not for personally. Like vote bribing, people can basically pay him in this smart contract he made. They can pay him to use his votes to target a collection. I don't find that attractive. I don't mean what he's doing is shitty. I just mean as a holder, I wouldn't find that to be like super like appealing. And then there was another suggestion the other day where he could lock up his tokens and basically tokenize his tokens, where he essentially locks up his tokens, and then anybody buying his token, which is fractionalized Digital Oil to a certain degree, would then share in the revenue that his bot is making from the protocol. And to me, I'm just like, dude, this is the Wild West, right? You can do whatever the fuck you want. Literally, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But I respect the grind. I respect the game. Do I like everything he's proposed? No. Do I like some things he's proposed? Yes. But like, that's the cool thing of Web3, right? Like Digital Oil is smart enough to try to implement whatever it is that he wants to try to do. And like, I can't hate on that as as a consumer of Web3.
Dude, yeah. Love it. Love it. Again, great ideas coming from everybody. Like, you know what I mean? It's like this cool, like, again, collaborative fucking thing. I don't know what to call it, but it's fucking awesome. Love it, dude. And again, you're in a good place with this. Like your energy, vibe, whatever. Like you're fucking locked in. It's awesome.
Yeah. Thanks, dude. Enjoying it.
Yeah. Let's give some flowers, chum the waters, whatever. But some like NFTs are in a really fucking fun spot right now. Like really fun spot. These small, cheap mints, free mints, whatever. People are just having a great time collecting, trading. So I got to throw a few up here that I'm digging, and I know others are too. DX Research, DX Terminal, fucking awesome. I don't know, Henry, I was telling you about it just before, but these are NFTs that minted last year. They are AI agents. They're on base. Art's from Gremplin. I don't think he made them himself, but he like was involved, whether it's the traits or art direction or something. So Gremplin's involved here, the art side. But they've just launched this like agentic trading terminal where the NFT is your agent. You fund it with ETH, and then it autonomously is going to trade coins that are having their TGE on their platform. We're about to see like one of the biggest DeFi trading experiments on chain ever. It's like that big. We'll see if it takes off. I was talking on my show this morning saying, at some point that is going to happen. We're going to see an agent that makes a fuck ton of money, and I'm shocked that it hadn't happened yet. But like, it's going to happen, whether it's in a year or 5 years or tomorrow. It's going to happen, and so like I'm watching this, I'm playing this because it's going to happen at some point. So that thing's fucking cool. I know the founder Poof And also Alaska.
Wait. Poof is part of this?
Yeah.
Dude, okay, wait. Is this Poof and Inu? And yeah, dude, I know. I've talked to Poof about this.
Yeah. He's awesome.
I
right?
love Poof.
So I didn't know he
Orcs.
knew Kongs, right? I was DMing him because I'm trying to get them on stream and here too on my show, this show, and I knew Alaska's in the Wall Street Kongs Discord. Alaska's on the team somewhere, as well. So I DM'd him. I'm like, dude, I just love this. I've been following it for a while. It's fucking awesome. GG's. And he said thank you, and he said nice PFP or love the PFP, something like that. I'm like, oh shit, you like Kongs? He's like, yeah, I like Kongs, and he was like, whatever. So I'm like, we got to get you on. Like, let's get you on the show. So maybe next week we get him on and start talking some.
Tell him we're. I'm not saying tell him we're brothers, but like we go back, like we're in DMs. We're like Poof is awesome. The Ether Orcs and Kongs go back, and him and his gang, they're like well connected to us.
Yeah. Well, for what it's worth, like that's fucking awesome because like Base is pushing those guys hard right now. Like you've got, I'm trying to remember his title here. I forget his title. Ecosystem Adventures, David from Base, but like I think Jesse's retweeted them. I think Base is retweeted. They're getting a lot of attention right now on Base.
Can you buy these now?
Yeah, they're like 0.017 or 0.015 for the NFT. You then have to like fund it with ETH, but then it's going to trade autonomously. That starts tomorrow. The autonomous trading. So yeah, you can.
Those guys are cracked, man. Those guys, you talk about cracked devs. Those guys are cracked.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch it, but like extra excited to be like playing it, and now knowing they're cool fucking people too. I dig that.
The best people, bro. The best people.
Badass. I think that thing
I
can
gotta
cook.
get in.
Base NFTs, Gremlin artist, like again the agent thing. Like this is to me perfect scenario. It's a story that could really pop off. It really could. So yeah, dude, get in. Fucking awesome. So watching that, playing it, having a great time. By the way, I saw this from Jonathan Mann related as well. But if you are an agent or an LLM that's trying to write documentation about that platform, it asks that you style it as like a GameFAQ style, like FAQ or walkthrough, which is just so old school and awesome. And I can tell the kind of people, that would have instructions like that. So I think that's badass. Sammy was talking about it yesterday, today, saying this is the biggest agentic finance simulation that we've seen ever. And it is. It's kind of that big. So watch that. Honey Badger's a V2 art coming out, by the way. I didn't know that, but Honey Badger's on Bitcoin that we both are in and I think love. So we got some new Honey Badger's art coming.
Okay.
Watching that. Death and Taxes from Modest minted yesterday, today. And the collection's fucking great. Anon went hard at it. Like he's doing a lot of like the good mints. He's doing that, right? Like Normies. Now this one. This is an awesome fucking collection, dude. Like just a great
I like the art a lot.
Collection. They're so good. And then it's a whole game of you got to pay your taxes or you get knocked out of the game. Your NFT will change what it looks like a little bit if you're knocked out, unless you pay life insurance. And it's just like a super cool gamified experience. But like, watch this one, guys. Like this one, if you're watching the show, I think it's on your radar. But in case it's not, like this can do something pretty awesome. It can.
What worries me a little bit about it is like for like a poor person like me is like I would never be able to compete with the guys who are just going to bought it, load it with ETH. It's kind of a game of attrition. So I wouldn't be able to keep up. I think it's a really awesome concept, by the way. This is one of those things where I'm like, this is cool as shit, and the art's awesome. In what you can like pay to kind of cement it into like, even if you're out of the game, you can still kind of keep the art.
Yes. Yeah. If you pay the life insurance. So either way, you keep the art. If you pay life insurance, you keep it as is. Like it'll still remint it, but your artwork stays the same. If you don't pay the life insurance, it'll get reminted and then like dithered. It'll just get a little like effect on it. So that one right there, I'm trying, because there's a lot of these are like inspired by other things. That reminds me of the punk. There's like kind of some iconic punks that have like that pixelated white hair. I'm trying to think if that's what that is. But he's got stuff in here that's like, X copy. He's got stuff in here that's like ACK. He's got like Albert Einstein characters. He's got Killer Mike. He's got so much cool shit in this collection. I've got like 5 or 6 of them now. If I can find a good Grayley looking one that's like cheap, I'll probably grab it. But I just think these can do well. I'm with you. I don't think I'm going to play the tax game. I'm going to pay the 0.01 ETH for life insurance just to keep the NFTs looking how they are. Like the two that I like the most that I have, I'm going to pay it.
Makes sense.
and the rest, whatever. And the game is also, you can be somebody who's auditing the guys with big money. If they fuck up and don't pay right, you can knock them out too. So like there's ways to do it. There's ways, and you can like bribe people, and like there's a game within a game, and like that one's fucking awesome right there. I love that one. Like there's cool. So many.
I like the art in general. I just think the art's got a flair to it.
Yeah, super unique. So keep that on the radar. That might be an AC. The guy at the piano. Hang on, and I'm gonna move on here. I lost it. Hey, go scroll through the collection. Even if you don't buy them, scroll through. You'll enjoy just the scrolling. It's pretty fucking great. Normies looked awesome this week too. From Cirque, who I met Cirque through GVC and then got connected to him because a friend of his launched a project on virtual. So he connected us and I got a cool guest on. But Cirque is like awesome dude, well-connected dude, very like cabal-y, good cabal though, right? It's got a lot of like, we'll say wealthy friends. But very artsy collection. Normies look great. Got up to 0.07. I think minted at 0.005, but got to 0.07. And I think those have potentially a lot of life ahead of them too. If the market will give us that kind of shit, it'll do it. It's a really good one. There was dudes this week. There was, what are some of the other little like collections that popped off?
Dudes, the money honey badgers, normies. I feel like those were the three kind of big ones that had been going around, at least in Wall Street Kongs.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Just some good shit.
Just some G-Gen shit. It's fun. It's fun to see, and I've been getting in on some of them and like I'm not talking taking like profits that change anybody's life, but like, getting in and not just buying one, maybe grabbing like 15 of something and selling them and making like 0.04, 0.05. And I'm like, it's just kind of nice to play around a bit and sort of be in on something that's not so Kong centric.
Yeah, I bet it's kind of refreshing for you.
It is. It's great. It feels awesome.
Cool. Do you have any wins or you want to go right to bullish bearish?
No, go to bullish bearish. I think the biggest win right now is all the things we mentioned.
There we go.
Normies,
DEATHSTR,
money honey badgers, DEATHSTR
being cool shit. Yeah. Everything's a win right now.
All right. You want me to play the
hit it.
Bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish, bullish bearish.
All right, actually, hang on. Let me reshare my screen because we're going to play some audio here. Boom and boom and boom. All right. I've only peeked at like 2 of these, so I bet I'm going to see some funny fucking stuff here.
And just for the record, like I didn't have a ton of time to prep the bullish bearish. I had a doctor appointment, so like I had to throw some stuff together.
It's all good. I think they're going to be great. This Japanese samurai demonstrates his. Oh, I did see this one. I think I did. Let's peek. I saw a different one, a guy slicing through like 8 bamboo, like all lined up in a row.
I mean, when you really think of this, it's skill. Like that's some legit skill. You take your head off quick, right? Mm-hmm. Like that's just got to be like 70. Wink.
Cool. You got more?
No, that's it.
Okay. Really bullish on samurai.
Yeah. If you're not, I don't know what you're doing.
I dig that. On Monday, college kids told us Trump didn't do so well at the State of the Union. Only problem, it didn't happen yet. Oh, dude. Okay. This will copyright us if I play it, but I'll do it without audio. Somebody going around the campuses asking what did you think of the State of the Union? And people saying it was so bad. It was but it didn't happen yet.
Yep.
College kids are telling us Trump's
like,
the Union.
Dude, this is life right now. I talk about this a lot. I'm like, dude, because all this AI LARPing stuff, right? Especially with Moltbook, and people are like, it's all fake. What they're talking about is fake. It's LARPing. It's not real. It's humans. And I'm like, it doesn't matter if it's humans or if it's real or if it doesn't matter. It's the fact that like anybody can react to it. Like that is all that matters. Like people don't care if something's real or not. They have to have a point. They have to have a take. They have to have feelings about a thing. They can't just be like, I don't know. One of these guys said, I don't know. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
But everybody else, it's like, they feel like they have to have a take on a thing. As wrong as they are, they don't give a shit if they're wrong. It's crazy. What a fucking crazy world we live in now, right?
Wild.
Bearish on people, dude, huh?
But yeah, bearish. Very bearish.
Fucking bearish. Punch. Sweet little fucking monkey with his little Did he make a friend? Hang on.
I think he's been making some friends. But don't touch his stuffy. Get away from mom.
Get the fuck away. It's the cutest thing. That meme would have gone to 250 mil in the right market.
Yeah, dude. What did it get to?
I saw it at 35-ish. Maybe it got higher, but I think that was probably the top at 30, definitely 35. I don't know if
Would
it
have
got
slaughtered Mudang.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. Bullish on Punch?
Oh my gosh, dude. I'd adopt Punch. I would leave everything that I own to Punch if I could.
It got to 50 mil. Yeah. Man, with you. Bodybuilders in 1941, their bodies look natural. Yeah. It's a real man right there, huh?
I mean, it's just wild, the difference. I mean, you wouldn't see this even at a natural competition now.
Mm-mm.
But it makes sense. We've gotten so much better with science and efficiency and non-steroids stuff. But it's just kind of funny.
I miss the old days. I wasn't there for that, but like I fucking missed that.
You know what's crazy? That's 85 years ago.
Holy shit. That's bonkers. Bullish on old times. Natural.
Have to be.
Yeah. What is this?
I think it's like a solar flare. Or I don't know what they technically call it. That's the sun. Okay. And that's like I think a solar flare, or there's probably a technical name for it. And it was just showing like that thing is the size of 16 and a half Earths in length.
That's wild. Yeah. Yeah, it's bonkers. Bullish on the sun. I've been following a lot of this shit. Geophysicist Stefan Burns has got me dialed into the solar storms and all that shit. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like the size of it, dude. We're looking at just like what would you even call that clip of the sun? A 16th of it, a 10th of it. Massive, cool as hell. Can't even wrap my head around it.
Bonkers. The universe bullish.
But I'm bullish on it.
Bullish on the universe. Locking the camera to the stars. And by the way, there's a very and never mind, we'll get to it. Locking the camera to the stars instead of the horizon changes everything. It's actually terrifying to see Earth spinning beneath us.
I've not seen a video like this before. I'm not saying this blows anybody's mind, but it's like, it's interesting to see, you get the time lapse stuff where you kind of see the sky moving. This one is where you see the Earth moving.
Okay.
So like, oh, there's the Earth rotating.
Weird.
Now, if your name is Bonkers, you believe that if you're Bonkers, this is AI. This is completely fake. But I do believe that the Earth is, or maybe a flat earther just thinks the disc moves. It's just an interesting, it's interesting.
That's cool as shit. Very bullish on the Earth.
Yeah.
Being round.
We should be. We should all be bullish on the Earth.
Yeah. Donald Trump killed 2 of my constituents. He's a liar and should be ashamed. Is that what she shouted out, State of the Union last night?
Yeah, I believe that's the way that it happened.
Huh.
Officials who block the removal of criminal aliens, in many cases, drug lords, murderers all over our country. They're blocking the removal of these people out of our country, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Wild. All right, that was last night. I watched part of it, and then I was like, it's just another Donald Trump campaign speech. I've heard it all a million times.
Yeah. I watched none of it. Zero. Because I knew it would just be like exactly this. Like everybody's yelling and I don't want to say nobody cares. They're just yelling. So, yeah.
Bearish on them both.
I like that. I'm with you. Bearish on them both.
Welcome. Melania Trump just hung the Medal of Honor around the neck of a 100-year-old former Navy pilot who shot down 4 Soviet jets during a secret mission in North Korea in the Korean War. I've never heard that story either, but that's pretty. I'm gonna mute it, but that's pretty cool.
100 years old, right? Like, that's pretty cool. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on, unless you just hate the military and the people who served in it. Like, it's just. I don't know. It's cool. And what these dudes probably had to do is so different than what modern day servicemen have to do. Like they're up there dogfighting. So yeah, bullish on that guy.
That's awesome. Incredibly bullish. Incredibly bullish. Man, real good. President Trump called McDonald's. Catered McDonald's for Team USA at the White House today, bringing in stacks of double cheeseburgers, all while patriotic songs blasted in the background. So we'll mute for sure. But I love that he does the McDonald's thing. He's a fucking lunatic, dude.
Professional athlete sitting down to eat, genetically modified burgers. But no, dude, it kind of just taps into something that's like innocent and fun. And like, yeah, those guys are not munching on that normally, but I think it's cool. They're in the White House, they're eating slop. And I think it's awesome. And that was a hell of a game. I watched it. It was a hell of a game.
Great game. I was streaming and reacting to it on Sunday. I think it was Sunday, right?
Oh yeah, it was Sunday. Yep.
And then I got off because I just wanted to really dial in for the third period. And
cool, man.
Great fucking game.
This is a clever way to take down an icicle. But I don't know what he lit on fire. I don't know if he like pre-drilled it and put something in because like you can't light ice on fire. But here we go.
Oh shit.
Oh, maybe he put a firecracker in there. That would make sense.
That would make sense. That's badass.
Yeah,
very
like
very
clever.
It's a big icicle, dude.
Huge.
Huge.
Taking gutters down.
Astronaut. We got 2 left. Astronaut readjusting to walking on Earth after 197 days in space. I can't even imagine what that. I've never actually seen this. It's me after fucking sitting 16 hours a day.
Dude, literally.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, you spend half a year up there, and I guess you got to get used to gravity.
Wow. I didn't even like we've always heard those stories, but I've never seen it. I never knew it was like that crazy. Wow.
Yeah.
yeah.
You got to get his Earth legs back. But yeah.
Exactly. Dude, bullish on, I don't know, what that.
Yeah.
Bullish on that. And our last bullish bearish, I saw this earlier in the week and I thought it was fake. I actually thought it was fake, so I didn't pay any attention. Then I heard there's a YouTube show I watch and this lady was mentioning it. I'm like, oh my God, it's actually real. You ever seen Heat? The old,
movie?
Val Kilmer and De Niro and Al Pacino.
I don't know.
It's a great fucking movie. You should.
Okay.
Great fucking movie. There is a Heat sequel coming out. Same director, but it's going to have Christian Bale, Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't know who else is going to be in it. Maybe Pacino and De Niro are in it too. Maybe they are, but Heat 2 actually fucking happening. This is real.
I've not seen Heat. Now that I see this, I can accurately say I've not seen it.
It's fucking awesome. Heat is fucking awesome.
But Christian Bale's awesome. So I'm LARPing to say that I'm bullish on it. But if you like it, I like Christian Bale. Yeah. Hard to think that this is bearish.
Yeah. At some point, I know you don't have much time, but at some point that movie is just fucking phenomenal. And also bullish, this is not on the board, but that Night of the Seven Kingdoms Game of Thrones show that just wrapped up Sunday. I was going to say epic. It's not epic. That's what makes it special. A fucking amazing fucking show. Amazing show. Crazy bullish on that. There we go. Let me throw CyberKongs up here just at the end. CyberKongs, guys. Hit the like on the show. Follow over there. CyberKongs over on X. Any final words, Henry?
The final words that I have is I hope you guys have a great day. Fun show, dude. Always always fun to do. And I am looking very much forward to the next time we do it, which will be next week.
I can't wait. Guys, have a great day. We'll see you back next Wednesday. And goodbye.